So, people, today's project is a robin-proof oriole feeder. Now, I've had several different oriole feeders for the grape jelly I'm talking about. And lately, every bird in the entire area has discovered they like grape jelly. So I'm going through grape jelly like crazy. In fact, I joke I should buy stock in grape jelly. It started out with the sparrows eating it, which was not a big deal because sparrows are smaller than the orioles. But then it progressed from sparrows to catbirds, which are just smaller than a robin. And then beyond that, the robins started eating it, and they can clear out a little container full of jelly and nothing flat. And I'm kind of tired of it. So I thought there's got to be a way to put jelly out in some kind of a holder that prevents robins and catbirds from getting it and eating it up before the poor little orioles get a chance. So I Googled robin-proof oriole feeder and came up with one feeder that looked like a cage type deal with a top and a bottom. And I had openings on the sides for the orioles to get in to get to the grape jelly. And it was measured in such a way that when the other birds try to stick their head in through the opening to get to the jelly, which was in the center of the thing, they couldn't reach. Their shoulders would hit the fence, the grate, or whatever you want to call it, and they couldn't get in there far enough to get. So I had to take that into consideration, that measurement, the height, and then of course the circumference. And so I'm looking around to figure out how can I make a bird feeder for the grape jelly that'll keep robins out. After seeing the one online, which by the way was $99.99, hell no, I said, I think I can come up with something. So I went in the garage and I found two aluminum pie tins. One had holes all through the bottom. The other one was just a regular old pie tin. I think they were both like 9-inch pie tins. So one became the top and the one with all the holes became the bottom. And basically what I did was I had some fencing in the garage. I measured it, cut out fencing that would fit all the way around the bottom pie tin. Figured out, I drilled holes all the way around, put the prongs of the fence through, bent it. I cut out a circle in the middle of it to drop a cup full of grape jelly in. And then I attached a top, which was held on by a little bit of wire. So all I had to do was lift the top open, drop the jelly cup in there, close the top, and I put a little twisty tie on it. And then a hole in the top with a hook to hang it on the line. So this is my project on how I got a robin-proof oriole feeder really for free and not $99.99. Bottom pie plate, fencing around it, top pie plate, get an idea what it's going to look like. I cut the fencing down to size so it was shorter, not so tall. You can see all the holes that are already in that pie tin, and I cut a circle out where the cup is going to sit with the jelly. I have to cut that circle out in the bottom. I measured out the space between all that fencing, and I drilled holes all the way around that bottom pie tin, and I put the ends of the fencing through the holes and pinched them around the sides of the pie tin with a pair of pliers. I drilled holes, then I snipped out the steel to make that hole, and then I filed it smooth. The spaces that I cut out were 2 inches by 2 inches, but I found out later, much too big. The other measurement was from the sides to the center, had to be big enough to keep a bird from sticking its head through and reaching the jelly. Hung it on the line and seeing what happens. It's right out there with all the other feeders. And wouldn't you know it, the first bird to show up and try it out is that catbird. And he's mad because he cannot figure out how to get inside there yet. Happiness, happiness. My first Oreo is inside there and eating the jelly and having a good old time. And right on cue, here comes Mr. Robin, who thinks he's going to figure out how to get in there and get that jelly. Boy, is he mad. And here's why I had to make the opening smaller, because this little catbird got right in there. Decreased it from 2 inches to 1.5. Waited to see if it would work with a smaller opening, and the oriole got in and out with no problem. However, as the day went on, I did see 2 orioles have a difficult time finding their way back out, but eventually they did. Spray painted it like a mint green. I thought looked pretty good, would blend in outdoors really well, and hung it back up on the line. And to see who was going to make the first move, and there it is. Oriole went right in, and that's what they did all day long. Orioles in and out, no robins.